How's everybody doing?
Totally awesome.
How's the band today?
Band, great. Oh,
The big band.
oh,
Oh,
it was good. It was good.
How was the keepy?
Oh, that was amazing. That was great.
Great. That's good.
Oh.
The guy's gonna come out here and play for you guys. But this is the only time you'll see me. And there's gonna be a question and answer period. He'll do a bunch of songs and then he'll stop and ask us questions. And so I hope you have some.
Oh.
You know, the questions that we had today earlier were great. Actually, I wish we got to that even sooner. But so you'll have time today. So without further ado, this is a former student of mine, and he is one of the, come on in, come on in. He's actually one of the most creative musicians. So he's selecting his notes, and that's important for you. You want to be a jazz player? You don't want to go, you want to, you know what I'm talking about? You're selecting the notes, and therefore you're communicating with people. And so you'll hear, you should notice that in his playing, you know. So please welcome to the stage, Stephen Paul. He's a little shy. Okay, good luck.
That was Zhong Si. It's based off of a chant of an ancient Chinese poem about locusts that I learned last year in my Chinese musicology class here at the University of Michigan. Taiwanese-American chef Eric Se, based in New York City, and he's gone on record often calling this seasoning that's often put on Taiwanese fried chicken magic Taiwan dust, because the literal translation is just salt and pepper, which is not all that it is. So it's a little more exciting for him to call it that. Next is another original of mine entitled Loomings. It's a little out there. tune for you all. Oh, somebody. Okay. I'm going to introduce the band, and then you can go ahead and ask us some questions. So, on the keys, is Zach Michalec. Christian Bush on the bass. The incomparable Max Welterlen. And Duke is joining us again on saxophone. So we're told you might have some questions for us. So this is your time to ask away. Go ahead.
What inspired you to write that last song, first of all? And second, is the sheet music just crazy for that song? How did you guys learn that together?
Yeah,
here we go. I have a lot of questions.
The sheet music looks like this.
That's all?
Yeah.
You can cut about half the page off if you need to.
When you see the bass sheet music?
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
So it's majority improvised. It's basically like an 8-bar melody, and it's more of this is like coming out of a tradition of music that's far more improvised even than most jazz. And basically what I did is I wrote a melody and some harmony, and I had a kind of concept. I wrote this initially my senior year of high school. Yeah. For an English project. But it didn't sound like this. But it was the same melody. And it was because my English teacher was obsessed with the book Moby Dick. And he really inspired me with that book. It was very meaningful. A lot of people may find it difficult to parse. He was very helpful in helping me understand how valuable that experience of reading that book could be. And Loomings is the title of, I believe, the first chapter. This is kind of inspired by both the first and the last chapter. It's about sort of being stranded on a piece of driftwood at sea. Loomings are a mirage where ships appear to be floating above the horizon, but also it obviously means things to come. I hope that's helpful answer. Yeah, you go ahead.
This is for the saxophone part. How did you like fill up the horn and like project so well?
I think it's air. It's at the end of at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day it's air. It all comes from the lower. It all comes from like the gut. It's all from the diaphragm. Like the diaphragm's the muscle that actually engages the lungs. And it's all about just like filling up the air with as much air, or filling up the horn with as much air as possible. That's what one of my idols, Sonny Rollins, always would say to students was just keep putting as much air as possible. And so like just practicing putting like as much air as you can into the horn. Like don't worry about the sound yet, just get the air in and then worry about controlling it later. So I would just sometimes, I don't know, I'd go outside. I wouldn't do this at home. My parents hate it when I practice long tones. But also I'll go outside to like a park or something and then just play the lowest note, the low B flat, as loud and as direct as I can, and try to just like fill up the world with my sound with a song bound, something like. And then just like try to get like a big old column of air behind that. And by the end of that, if you're not like out of breath or sweating a little bit, you're not doing it right. So yeah.
Same goes for trombone. Go ahead. You're there.
I have a follow-up question to your answer. Do you put in like the same amount of air while like if you're playing like high notes like quietly? Like are you still putting in like a lot of air? Just like
Yes, it's the same. It's always the same amount of air. The air. This goes for like pretty much every. I mean, I don't think it matters for piano. I mean, for every wind instrument, it's like the same air all the time. You're just shaping it differently. So like. It's the same air, but I'm just moving things inside here. I can't really explain it. I'm moving things in here to get the higher note to come out. There's no like pressure in the jaw or anything, or like no other muscle changes. It's just the same air shaped differently to get the other note. The air is like, your air is your sound at the end of the day. For any wind instrument, like good air is a good sound at the end of the day.
I think we have time for one more quick question, and then we'll play the last game. Yeah, you.
Were you like always inclined towards more out there jazz, or did you start out playing standards and stuff?
I started out playing standards and stuff like everybody else in high school. And it was really going here that that I was able to get into this kind of music more. Shout out to Professor Ed Sereth. He's very good at introducing students to this kind of, this idea of more freely improvised music. And Professor Marcus Elliott, who leads the Creative Arts Orchestra. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that you're interested in, I think it can be extremely compelling. I don't think there's such a thing as, certainly not listening to it too early. I mean, if it's something that's compelling to you, go listen to Ornat Pullman, go listen to some of the people in the AACM, or the Art Ensemble of Chicago. That's a wonderful way to get into it, and if it's compelling to you, you should listen to it, you should try to emulate it. I don't think there's a specific order you need to do that. Oh, okay. Sorry, one more. Maybe two.
I have a question for the piano player. So like, what was the thing you were doing on that last song, like putting your hand in?
Oh, yeah.
I was just curious, because I'm a piano player
Yeah,
myself, right? And I've been mainly focusing on jazz, and I've only ever seen that technique, like, really ever in like a classical piece or like on some obscure like jazz tunes, but not often. So I was wondering what exactly you were doing.
Well, so I mean the annoying thing about the piano is you only have that once you hit the note, that's all the control you have. But I mean, especially on these low notes, these strings can hold up to like, I think it's like 20 tons of tension. So if you just, you gotta find, the issue is finding what string it is, but you can dampen it to certain notes. So that, depending where you see, there you get an overtone. Whatever, it's that. So just mess around with putting your hand on different parts of the string, and you'll get different resonance.
Did you learn that from college or like just yourself? Kind of?
No, I mean, I saw someone do it, and I was like, what the hell is he doing? So I went home and did it, and I was like, all right,
I might have to do the same.
yeah, just go home and learn how to play the piano.
Don't be afraid to experiment with your instruments. There's not only one kind of sound that's okay to make, despite what some people might tell you. And it can help you, even on straight ahead stuff, it can help you have more control. No matter what instrument you're playing, you should always have open possibilities. Yeah.
This is for bass, Christian. Are your strings okay?
Well, they are getting old, but yeah, they're okay.
Because, yeah, that's my question.
They can take quite a lot. I haven't hit their limit yet.
You have a broken string?
No. Wow.
That's-
They can take a lot. Yeah. Thank you for your concern.
Yeah.
Wait, one more.
Oh, I want to ask the pianist like what your like main influences are that you listen to a lot.
Ooh, okay. That answer probably changes depending on what time of day you ask me. But I remember when I first started, I was big into Wynton Kelly. I would just put on Wynton Kelly and listen to just hours and hours of Wynton Kelly. And then, I mean, right now, there's a pianist in New York, Micah Thomas, who's like, oh my god, I love him. It's like, you really gotta listen to him like a couple times and really decipher what he's doing. But that's just like a great opening into more like contemporary stuff. But obviously, like, don't like, obviously listen to like Oscar Peterson, Bill Evans, all like the old great records. records, but don't be afraid to, you know, like, find some, like, people now, some people that, like, see what they're doing, see, like, what, you know, contemporary, like, some, like, modern guys are doing nowadays. But obviously don't stop listening to, you know, like, the OGs, I guess you could say.
Yeah. All right, on that note, we've been the Stephen Paul Quintet. By Gigi, Gryce, entitled Minority.
Oh, great tune.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. That was Max Welterlen on the kit. Zach Michalec on the kit.
Bro, Jaden. Dude, I should just improvise that shit. Yeah, we can improvise it. We'll bring instruments.
Yeah, of course. Keep asking questions if you guys have them.
Oh wait, bro, he's trying to get.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Slowly. I think it's like so much of it is having like I think for me like just having like skill, like to be able to do all the skill.
Anyone knows a lanyard with the Zildjian logo with Bartz on it?
Yeah, it's true. And sticks.
No, not you, Gavin. Okay.
Huh?
There's a lanyard with the Zildjian logo that has Bartz on it.
Oh no, it's not me. No.
Cool. All right, that was my only guess.
Like just doing something simple as like major scales slowly. Like just making sure those are like rock solid. It's like with slow comes speed. Like speed.